All right, so let's make a dashboard now and put all of this together. Before I do that, I'm going to add one more sheet here. The Tableau videos, they did this. I thought this was kind of cool. They created um, a little technique here where they took measure names, which this refers to all of the measures above here, and they dropped it here in this field. And what it does is it sort of gives a default metric or measure for each of the measure names. So for example, orders, it assumes you want an account. People, they had 4. Well, I'm not going to use people right now. I'm going to actually remove that one. Number of returns, that's fine. I think that would actually be useful. We can make some new metrics based on these. They've got number of discounts, or that's a sum. There we go. Sum of all discounts given. Sum of profit, profit ratio. So let's use some of these and keep some of these. I think I like sum of sales. I'm going to put that one at the top. Oh, whoops, let me undo that. I got rid of it. I meant to put it up here. There we go. Then let's do a sum of profit. I think that's a useful one. These are, what I'm trying to come up with here are KPIs or key performance indicators for the company that we'll put at the very top of our dashboard. Our profit ratio is useful. Let's see here. I'm going to stick that one right here. There we go. I'm going to change that one. Because I got to change the format of that one. It's currently, I'm going to change it to a percent. That's fine. I'll leave that on there. Then we've got orders. Rather than orders, let's do profit per order. So I'm going to make a couple of calculated fields here. I'm going to make one called profit per order, which is simply going to be a sum of profit divided by sum or count of orders. Count of order ID, that'll work. Valid, all right. Profit per order, I'm going to add that in here right there. Profit per order, let's turn that one into, some of these should be, I think, currency. Standard, yeah, that looks good. Profit per order, $28, all right, I like that. Let's make one, let's convert sales here, that should also be currency. Profit should also be currency. And then let's do average discount and total and a quantity, number of products purchased. So quantity I'll leave just how it is. I think that one's pretty good. Discount, yeah, it's fine. Returns, I think we've got plenty, so I'm gonna get rid of some of those. All right, that looks good to me. And what I will do though is flip it this way. So these will be KPIs that go across the top. Let's give these a new name. Key performance indicators. And again, this is just anything as a company that I want to keep track of that's important to me. All right, I'll change this sheet name to KPIs. Now, instead of making a new sheet right here, I'm going to make a new dashboard. So I'm going to create that one. Let's give our dashboard a name. We'll call this let's say this is an executive dashboard. So executive overview. This is the overall health of the company. Next, take a look at the different preview layouts. Right now, a device preview, we can show how this will look like for a phone type. I'm going to turn that off for now. We'll come back to that. But I have different sizes that we can choose from. So generic desktop size, full screen, all of these different things. I think I'll just leave it the way it is for now, but just so you know, you can pick different sizes and that adjust this white area right here. And actually, even smarter, what I could do is come back into here and change it from fixed to automatic, and then it'll just dynamically adjust. That was a better idea. So next these are each of the sheets that we created, the worksheets, and we're going to click and drag them out to here. But I want you to look at this tile versus floating. Tile layout means it's going to snap each of these sheets into a grid, whereas floating will let us cross over and have our sheets overlap each other. There's probably a context for that, but I think most of the time we're going to want to stick with a tiled layout. Next, we have these containers we can use to place sheets within. Let's start with a horizontal container. And notice it fills up the entire screen because I haven't put anything inside of it yet. First, I'm going to drop my KPIs in there. And my KPIs are pretty small. And so, oops, I don't want to do that. I'm going to click off of it. And we can resize this so that it fills up the full range here in a moment. But next, I can grab another horizontal container and add it right here. And then it keeps this one in its own horizontal container and then creates another one for me to use. Next, let's see if I can I minimize the size of this? No, that's okay. I'm going to put my region in here next. Oh no, I wanted my map. That wasn't what I wanted. There, I wanted my profit. So I'm going to actually pull this back out or just undo. Yeah, I still got my container, good. Put my profit ratio in here. There we go. And now let's just experiment with a few more and see what we like. I could drop a vertical container over here. I think I could probably move that over a little bit. Keep my region right there. I like my sales over time chart. Let's grab our, I think I like that last, where was it? Profit by region. Yeah, I like this one too. I stick that one in there. There we go. Moves that one up. Profit by product right there. All right, not bad. That'll work for now. What I want though is to connect all of these together. Notice how I get all of these filters that I created individually with each of the charts. Each of them had their own filters, but now it's combined all of them over here into one. If I click on Remove Central, it only removes Central from that chart that it applied to. What I want though is to make each of these apply to all of the charts. So for example, if I click right here, I have this option right here for Apply to Worksheets. Now shoot, that's going off the screen. Let me see if I can move this so that it shows you and doesn't, you can see my background here. Let me see if I can fix this. All right, so if I try that again, there we go. So now you see this apply to sheets and it pops out here. So rather than have a region apply only to this worksheet, I want it to apply to all using related data sources or all using this data source. Either one of those will work. So now when I take off central, notice that both of these charts changed as well. It removed the ones that are there that didn't apply. So that's more appropriate for a dashboard. And what I would need to do is go through and do that for each of these. Now this is a legend, it's not a filter. I'm going to move this down here with my other legends. Let me see if I can click and drag that. Come on. There we go. Click it by that top part. That's a filter, order date's a filter. That's not a filter, that is. Beautiful. So I'm going to adjust these so that they apply to everything as well. Apply to all sheets, data source. Click on it first, then the down arrow, apply to all worksheets. All using this data source. There we go. So now I can adjust my profit ratio and you can see it modify all of them and not just that one. All right, so profit by product. I'm going to move this back up. I don't know why that did that. I must have another filter on here. Somehow maybe it's my order date. I lost the rest of my reset. Let's see. Nope, cleared the filter. Still not showing all those. I'll have to take a look at that. Let me try this one too. Oh, there we go. It was my profit ratio. Now I got all of them back. I think I'm going to move this one up again so I can see all of these. Move that one back down. That's better. All right, I can also eliminate individual titles off some of these that I really don't need. So for example, click on this chart, come up here. I think we can edit this one. Go to sheet, use fix more options. It should be, there we go, remove title. That one's gone. Sales by month, we get it. Remove title. Remove title. This kind of cleans it up. There's some good rules about making better visualizations, and unnecessary text is one of the things we want to remove. let's take a look over here at the layout. And this item hierarchy is another useful feature. This shows us everything on our page. We have a horizontal container, vertical, a couple horizontals within them. This makes it easy for us to move things around on the page and see where things are located. If we don't quite understand where something is located, why is this chart not working the way we want it to? How do I move it? We can move things around in the hierarchy here, up and down. Something else, useful feature. When I click on a state, it'd be great to have this act as a filter to where when I click on Texas or whatever, it automatically adjusts all of these things for the state of Texas, essentially turning this map into a filter like these over here. To do that, we're going to create an action. Let's see if I can remember dashboard actions. There we go. And we're going to create a filter action. Move that down so you can see it. There we go. Let's call this our state filter. We're going to apply this to, this is going to be based on our profit ratio by geography. That's what is going to be the source of the state filter. It's when we click on this one. It's going to be when we select or click on a state in this particular sheet. It is then going to target, so that's the source of the action. It's then going to target all of the other sheets but that one. So I take off profit by geography. We'll say show all values. So clearing the selection will show, when we clear this selection up here, it will show all values down there. And then down here, we're going to tell it which field this applies to. Selected fields. Click to add and go down and find state. So it knows, there it is. So this is the field that is going to, already getting started, target field state. Good. This is the field that's going to be used to act as the filter of everything else. So we're going to hit OK. OK again. Now, let's click on something. There we go. Boy, we lost the other one. Because it doesn't have any of the top 10 or bottom 10. There we go. Our top 10 and bottom 10 product names that weren't even sold in some of those states. Colorado gives us 2 of our bottom 10s, but it's kind of cool. We can see everything else filter based on state now. If we click off of there, it goes back to everything all over again. All right, last thing, let's edit our KPI title here. Let's call this our executive overview. Let's center this thing and let's give it a state name. So right here, if we click on insert, this gives us some dynamic field names to choose from. So for example, if I put in state, let's do apply OK. By default, the state is all, but now if I click on one, here's our executive overview for Nebraska, so forth, and you get the idea. Also, maybe we want this to stretch out over everything. I wonder, let's see here if I can modify that to fit standard entire view. There we go. Except we lost that. Let's see here. If I click on one, does it come back? No. Let's change that fit again then. Fit entire fit width. There we go. Now it brings it back. I also don't like this up here. I'm going to click and drag this down into one of these. I think this makes more sense. I'm going to put all of these down here now. Nope, not side by side. I want them underneath each other. I'm going to have to insert a vertical container there to do that. So I can go back here, grab a vertical container right there, then I can click on these, move that over there, move that over there. Order date, I like that one too. I'm going to keep that. I don't think I need all of these. Well, let's do as many as will fit. How about average profit? We'll put that in here. And then I'm just going to nix profit ratio. Say I don't need it. There we go. Then everything moves over. I can probably move those to the side a bit. There we go. Then I got all my filters and everything neatly tucked in down here. KPIs across the top. There we go. This is all looking pretty good. Okay, finally, let's take a look at our previews now. So I'm going to click on device preview again. And this just shows me what this is going to look like on various devices. So desktop, Yep, we kind of got that idea already. Oh, we can even change our monitor size here. Oh, cool. iPad view. Let's try tablet, generic tablet view. Oh, and we can even pick different ones. iPad mini. Fire. Kind of cool. Tableau mobile app. Nice. If we actually look at it through the Tableau mobile app, yep. And then finally over the phone, here's what it's going to look like. You want to turn off auto-generate and create a custom one? No, I didn't mean to do that. So we can edit the default modes, but we're not going to get into that right now. Let's see this version. Cool. All right, well, we feel like it looks good. We're going to call this good now for, let me go back into my preview mode and change this back, first of all, to default. There we go. I think we're great. Let's save this thing. And if you're all done and you've created everything through these videos, you're going to save this file and submit it where requested in the book and the assignments. Hope this was helpful.